The Blackburn Firebrand, developed by Blackburn Aircraft in the United Kingdom, was initially conceived as a single-seat fighter to meet the Royal Navy's specifications for a carrier-borne interceptor fighter aircraft. During the Norwegian campaign in early 1940, Luftwaffe bombers launched an assault against the home fleet. This attack sank the destroyer HMS Gurkha and then forced the home fleet to withdraw north. But if the Fleet Air Arm had interceptor fighter aircraft, it could have countered the bombing attack and remained as a potent fighting force. The Firebrand's design centered around the Napier Sabre III, a new powerful 24-cylinder engine, which was unfortunate as the Hawker Typhoon was in direct competition for the rare Sabre III. The British Ministry of Aircraft Production, fearing the Luftwaffe's introduction of the new Focke-Wulf FW-190, decided the Typhoon should receive priority allocation. The 190 seriously outmatched anything the RAF had at that time, and I cover the rush of the Typhoon and its subsequent problems in another video on the site. As it happens, the Ministry of Aircraft Production's decision was wise. The Firebrand's prototype, known as the B-36, took to the skies on February 27, 1942. Sporting a Napier Sabre II engine, its performance was vastly underwhelming. This unarmed version was quickly followed by the F Mark I with the intended Sabre III. Being the first armed prototype, it flew 5 months later. But still its performance paled in comparison to the Typhoon, managing a top speed to of just 358 miles per hour, and the Typhoon clocking in at 422. The Firebrand had to seek alternative power plants, a shift that led to the installation of the Bristol Centaurus 7, an older 18-cylinder radial engine, which in turn necessitated further substantial modifications to the aircraft's design. The redesign transformed the Firebrand from a pure fighter into a strike aircraft, capable of delivering torpedoes, heavy bombs, or rockets. This role shift was exemplified in the subsequent variants, starting with the TF Mark II, which included enhancements such as lengthened wings for carrying additional payloads. Despite these modifications, the Mark II and its successor, the TF Mark III, suffered from significant handling issues. The Mark III, in particular, encountered problems with rudder control and excessive torque, which led to dangerous flight characteristics, and the model's eventual cancellation after failing to meet operational safety standards. Captain Eric Brown, a noted test pilot and naval aviator, critiqued the Blackburn Firebrand for its inadequate performance and notably poor maneuverability, particularly in its rate of roll. He also highlighted significant issues with the aircraft's design, specifically the placement of the cockpit aligned with the trailing edge of the wing. This design flaw severely restricted the pilot's forward visibility, complicating both target acquisition and carrier landings. Brown's assessment was stark, labeling the aircraft a disaster as a deck landing aircraft. The definitive shift in design came with the TF Mark IV, which featured a new version of the Centaurus engine and significant tail redesigns for improved low-speed control and stability. Introduced in May 1945, this variant was the first to enter mass production, but with a total of 102 units built. Further improvements were made in the TF Mark V and the final variant, the Mark V-A, which featured powered ailerons for enhanced maneuverability. Despite these advancements, the Firebrand's development cycle and operational role were overshadowed by more effective contemporaneous aircraft. Indeed, in 1942, the entire program was suspended for over a year, just as production was about to start, as Blackburn had to take over Barracuda production from Westland. While the armaments for the strike version of the Firebrand were significant, with 420mm Hispano autocannons in the wings, and fitted with either 16 XRP-3 rockets, a single 1,850-pound bomb or torpedo, or two 2,000-pound bombs, none were ever utilized. The Firebrand did not see combat in World War II and was primarily utilized in training and secondary roles within the Royal Navy's Fleet Air Arm until it was phased out in favor of more capable aircraft. Only 220 Firebrands were built before it was withdrawn from service in 1953. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, please like and comment below. If you would like more like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell.